and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Brainy Potion. My first video is to share with you what financial independence really means to our lives. We all dream of being wealthy one day, but most people have a big misconception about financial independence, thinking that it means having a lot of money that can't be used up. Now I can give a definite answer: no, it is not like that. Let's start with a definition of financial independence. It is a state where you don't have to work hard for money to meet your living expenses. That is, you don't have to sell your time to meet your living needs. This is the essence of financial independence: freedom of time. So how much money is needed to reach the state of financial independence? Well, it varies from person to person. There are many formulas on the internet to calculate this. The famous one is the 4% rule. Simply put, you need to have a portfolio of money before you retire that is 25 times your annual expenses at the time of retirement, and then you withdraw 4% of the portfolio money each year for living expenses, so that you can keep receiving money from your portfolio without it running out. You may look at your annual expenses now and calculate them that way. But what I want to share with you in today's video is how to achieve financial independence without being a millionaire or a portfolio. 1. Minimalism. First of all, sort out the relationship between money and yourself, establish your own value system, and do not pay for advertisements or social expectations. Have you been feeling poor for a long time, but have not considered why you are poor? Is it because you want a lot of things but can't afford them? In recent years, consumerism has inflated our material desires, whether it is clothes, food, or lifestyles. For those who are free from consumerism, they don't need so many luxuries that will be eventually covered in dust. So, the first cause of financial freedom comes from low material desire. Second, the courage to live the life probably be despised. We are often told how life should be lived: first study hard in school, then go to a good university, find a decent job, then get married and have children, and finally grow old and retire for the rest of our life. The life template of the so-called happy life seems to have been deeply embedded in people's minds. But what makes society or advertisers so sure that these are what we want? Or is that what you want? Why not try to live your life the way you want it? But it takes some courage when we step outside the social norms and live our lives the way we want, because we may become special or different in the eyes of others. But it is okay. One thing you need to know is you truly put your beliefs into action. In fact, after you're doing that thing you really want to do, the people who hate you or are good to you will not be disheartened. Instead, they will be proud of you. Perhaps the nature of true freedom is not being unfettered, but no longer seeking approval or recognition. Third, create passion. When it comes to financial independence, the first thing we imagine may probably be the early retirement. But is retirement really the purpose? Or is traveling around the world really the goal? Maybe the first few days or weeks you will feel overwhelmingly happy, but when all the good things are taken for granted, those feelings won't last. Dancing on the beach all day, traveling around the world, and tasting all kinds of foods, these won't make you feel free, and over time, they won't even make you happy. People who are financially independent work because they're pursuing a second act in their career. They're finally doing work they're passionate about or starting that business they've always wanted to. But, importantly, they're doing it on their own terms. FIRE, which means financial independence, retire early, allows people to do life on their terms. It gives them the financial breathing room to start a business, work part-time doing something they enjoy, and spend time with their family. When we say that someone is retired, what we are really saying is that they have the option to not work. Instead of retiring from something, many people choose to retire to something. To create is the root of your freedom. Only through creation can you feel happy and free. Maybe you'll give up your accounting career and end up pursuing a career in photography. Maybe you'll say goodbye to your marketing job and start a science camp for kids. Maybe you'll leave your job in the oil industry to start a green space nonprofit. Allow yourself to create more, share more, and stop being kidnapped by money so that you will have endless freedom and infinite courage to live. On the road to excellence, success will come to you naturally. As Steve Jobs said, the journey is the reward. Perhaps in the eyes of many people, if you don't even have a house, a car, or enough money to spend, it is not financially independent at all. But after changing your mindset, you'll have more time for yourself, not for work. No alarm clocks to wake you, no more Mondays, no more commuting, no more clocking in and out. When we are free from the slavery of money, this mental cushion allows us to be free from having to be super rich, and free enough to choose a new career without having to worry too much about financial rewards. In the end, instead of living a life of wealth and freedom, it's better to return to the truth and a self-sufficient life. Perhaps the real freedom is you can commit enough time to your passion and go watch the sunrise and sunset with your loved ones at any time. This is Brainy Potion. See you next time.